Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask, what do they want you to know? We're going to ask the Divine Masculine what they want their Divine Feminines to know using the Psychic Tarot deck. And we're going to ask the Divine Feminine what they want their Divine Masculines to know using the Twin Flame Tarot deck. Please feel free to switch roles if you identify more so with the other side, as we are all the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And the secret to getting into Twin Flame Union is to integrate your own Divine Feminine and your own Divine Masculine energies. And if you're interested in that, you could just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com for a coaching. And then also, if you're interested in a coaching, you could check out my Etsy shop below. And that is where I will tell you everything and what that means. Okay, so this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's ask the Divine Masculine, what do you want your Divine Feminine to know? 2 cards. What do you want your Divine Feminine to know, please? What do you want your Divine Feminine to know? In general, 2 cards, 2 cards. What do you want your Divine Feminine to know? 2 cards. Yeah, so they're trying to get strength here. So we have 3 of, oh gosh, what do they have the purple as? I think it's Wands. So we have the 3 of Wands reversed, and we have the strength card here. So it's like they're trying to gain strength right now because they're just feeling a bit unsettled by this alliance broken. It's like it's like they feel like there's this broken alliance, you know, and they want their Divine Feminine to know that, oh, okay, this is what Spirit's telling me. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they're telling me that this broken alliance has made them stronger. That's interesting. They're saying ever since we broke up, I'm gaining strength now. So something's happening. So it really hit them hard, and now it's making them stronger, this broken alliance. So that's interesting. Okay, I didn't expect that. All right, but we're going to get more on that. We're gonna get some clarifiers on that. Let's ask the Divine Feminine. What do you want your Divine Masculine to know? 2 cards. 2 cards. What do you want your Divine Masculine to know? What is Divine Feminine? What their Divine Masculine to know? Let's see here. What do you want your Divine Masculine to know? Okay, so we have Judgment reversed, and we have Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so what the Divine Feminine wants their Divine Masculine to know is that they're not feeling very fortunate right now. They don't really feel like luck is on their side, and at the same time, so it's like they feel like this is like a broken contract. It's like this soul contract is feeling a bit shaky. All right, and it's like they feel like they've been going through this karma, and it's like they're spinning their wheels, and it's like it's like the Divine Feminine not feeling very centered, right? It's almost like they're on the edge of the wheel, right? And they're just kind of being flung around instead of being in the center of the wheel where they feel kind of stable, and they feel like they've just been going through this. Well, they're coming out of this feeling of yeah, karma. Really, it's been a ride. Let's just put it that way. They want their Divine Masculines to know that it's been quite the ride. So let's get a clarifier on this. Why is this here? Why is Wheel of Fortune reversed with Judgment reversed? Yeah, because so we have 6 of Cups reversed, because it's like their Divine Feminine wants their Divine Masculine to know is that they're really sad about the past. You know, they look back, and they're just kind of, you know, they just don't understand what happened. You know, they just don't understand. They're just like, what happened here? What's, you know, it's like the memories aren't really fond. It's more like, I can't believe that that's what happened. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's what they want their divine masculine to know. They're just not feeling very loved by their divine masculine. All right, let's get two more cards from their. Let's go with the divine masculine side. What else do you want your divine feminine to know? What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Two cards. Two cards, please. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Two cards. Okay, cool. So they want their divine feminine to know that they are really working on their prosperity right now. So that's really good. So they're working on their material harvest, but we also have the crown chakra reverse. So they're letting their divine feminine know that they're still not quite spiritually. So this is like the conscious of one, right? That is how to get in twin flame union, right? To be feel into the conscious of oneness. But that seems to be imbalanced right now. So they are working on their crown chakra. Let's get another card. Let's get more though. Like, why is this here? What else does divine masculine want their divine feminine to know? One card. One card. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Yeah, so it's interesting. So we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So they call this the material and financial, I'm sorry, material and spiritual prosperity. So it's like they're working on their harvest, but their spiritual self is not quite there yet. They're still working on that. All right, so let's look at the divine feminine side. What else does the divine feminine want their divine masculines to know? Two cards. What else? What else does the divine feminine want their divine masculines to know? I may want to grab a different deck after this. Okay, and then, okay, so we got the strength card again. So that's interesting. So there's a mirror here. So the divine feminine also getting stronger. And we have the Two of Wands. So the divine feminine is starting to make plans and decisions. So that's interesting. I want more on this. So Two of Wands starting to make plans. What does this have to do with? What does this have to do with? What's the planning and decisions about? What are they making plans and decisions about for the divine feminine? They're trying to get strong. They're trying to get stronger. So they're trying just to like live their life is what I'm getting. Yeah, they're trying to have a new perspective. Yeah, with the Hangman, they're trying to have a new perspective on everything. So they're tired of they're tired of just waiting around. So they're starting to make plans. So they're in their divine masculine. Know that they're just moving on with their life, right? They're just trying to make plans and do things. All right, now let's ask this deck. What else does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Two cards. Two cards. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Two cards. Okay, so that's interesting. So they're trying not to feel invisible. So it's like they're trying not to. So I guess before the divine masculine was feeling pretty invisible, not feeling good enough. And so they're working on that. They're trying not to. They're getting out of this feeling of being invisible. And also rigid is reversed. So trying to get out of this rigid thinking, right? Instead of feeling in this rigid thinking, they're trying to instead feel into like more of the material prosperity, trying to feel more prosperous. So yeah, getting out of that rigid thinking. But let's ask, why is this here? Let's get another card here. Why is invisible and rigid reversed on what they want their divine feminine to know? What does this have to do with? Yeah, individuality. It's like they don't want to be invisible anymore, and they don't want to feel rigid. And so they're just trying to figure out what that means. Like, who are they, right? They're just trying to figure out who they are right now. Like, really learning about themselves. So that's probably what you guys did for them, right? So they want you to know that this broken collaboration has really made them stronger in such a way that they're actually working on themselves so that they're learning who they are. So that's really cool. So they don't feel invisible anymore, and that they really are working on their prosperity. So that's really cool. All right, let's look at the divine feminine, 2 cards. What does the divine feminine want their divine masculine to know? 2 cards. 2 cards. And then we'll just start getting some messages. We'll pull some from the bag as well. Okay. So for the divine feminine, that's interesting. It's like, first we have growth. It's like, again, kind of the same thing, right? Trying to find their own prosperity, feeling grounded, feeling at home within themselves, really feeling like this would be like a baseline, right? Of feeling like when you wake up in the morning, you're feeling really good. You're feeling really just prosperous on your own, and just feeling like cozy and nurturing towards yourself. You know, they call this card Grove. It's like feeling at home with yourself. But then we also have Oath reversed. So it's kind of like what I said before with like Judgment reversed. It's almost like that promise was broken, right? It's almost like you feel like the oaths. It's like the contract has been broken in a way, but at the same time it's kind of doing the same thing for the divine feminine, right? It's like this broken promise, this oath that is reversed, is also helping the divine feminine find this within themselves. So it's kind of the same thing, right? It's kind of a mirror here, and the divine feminine having a new perspective on everything. So that's interesting. Having a new perspective on the fact that this broken promise is pushing them into also gaining strength. That is also a mirror there, and making plans and decisions now. I just wanted to know, just out of curiosity, what is this based on, these plans and decisions? What does this have to do with, please? What does this have to do with? What do these plans and decisions have to do with for the divine feminine? I'm just being nosy here. Okay, so just more wishing, really, just like more like wishing on where everything's going. So making plans and making decisions, but at the same time like wishing for a better outcome, really, is what I'm getting. Making plans and decisions despite the fact that they're still wishing for these other plans to come to fruition. Let's use this deck. Let's find out what else. Let's use the romantic deck. What else does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? 2 cards, please. 2 cards. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? Divine masculine collective. What do they want their divine feminine to know? 2 cards. Aw, interesting. So we have, this could be the one upright and engagement reverse. So even though they're not quite ready for this engagement, they know, they want the divine feminine to know that they know that this is the one. It's like they know they know that their divine feminine is the one, but they're not quite ready to be engaged because, they're still working on their own individuality. Okay, they're still working on that, and working on mostly their spiritual prosperity, okay, and balancing out their crown chakra, okay. But they want you to know that this broken alliance has really given them strength, and they no longer are feeling invisible. They're really working on that, and that rigid thinking. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. But yeah, they know that they want their divine feminine to know that they know that you are the one. Like, they already know that. There's no guessing. There's no doubt. They know that their divine feminine is the one. Let's get 2 cards from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. What do they want their divine masculine to know? 2 cards. 2 cards, please. Aw, yes. So it's like what they want their divine masculine to know is it's almost like they're questioning their own, like, are you even attracted to me anymore? It's like they're questioning that. They're saying, I want this with you. Like, I want this honeymoon. I want the commitment. Like, I want this with you, but are you even attracted to me anymore? Like they're questioning that. So that's what they want their divine masculine to know. Let's grab a little bit from the bag. So we'll do a couple from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. So this is what the divine masculine wants their divine feminine to know. How about that? What else does the divine masculine want their divine feminine to know, please? Or if there's any kind of, if something else pops up, it's just more of a guidance or something. Oop, we got too much going on here. Okay. All right, yeah, so the divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know that they're feeling a bit stuck. Okay, so they're feeling a bit stuck right now. That they're kind of stuck in a 3rd dimension. So that's interesting. So if you've watched my other videos, I do go into the other dimensions and how you probably do not want to get into a relationship when you have a 3rd dimensional perspective. Okay, so they are stuck there. But they are doing the shadow work. Oh, that's beautiful. So they're starting to do the shadow work. That is something that is needed. But right now they feel a bit muted. Like it's almost like they feel like they don't know what to say yet. And that's probably because they're feeling stuck in the 3rd dimension. So that makes total sense. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll leave that there. Let's see what the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know. Like, what does the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know? Well, since I had 4, I was like, well, there we go. If there's any more. Okay, so the divine masculine, the divine feminine wants the divine masculine to know, I remember us together like it was yesterday. Like, I remember like it was yesterday. And it's funny because we did get the 6 of Cups reversed, so they do have memories, but they're pretty upset by some of the things that have happened in the past because it's reversed. And then, the divine feminine wanted the divine masculine to know, my words cannot convey how much I love you. My words cannot convey how much I love you. That's beautiful. And then also, sometimes I wonder if saying sorry is enough. I wonder if saying sorry is enough. And pride. So the divine feminine, then the divine masculine know that due to pride, that, they're making, I wouldn't say they're making plans due to pride, but they feel that they're feeling pretty prideful. It's like you hurt me, and it's like you've had these broken promises, right? So broken promises. And so I'm wondering if you're even like still attracted to me. Like, what's the deal here? I want this with you. I want this commitment with you. Wishing for this to come back, right? And so feeling a bit prideful over that. So let's get some messages. Let's go ahead and grab these cards. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know, please? 2 cards. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? 2 cards. 2 cards. Okay, so divine masculine want their divine feminine to know, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. I know you're right, and you are an angel. They want you to know that you are an angel. And also, of course, they also know that the divine feminine is the one. Okay, they know. They know that this is the one. Okay, and then let's get the last one. We'll get the 2 cards from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. What you want their... What does the divine feminine want their divine masculine to know? 2 cards, please. All right. We have, I'm afraid to take that next step right now. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. Well, that makes sense, right? If they're even questioning if their divine masculine finds them attractive, they're questioning. And then also, it all comes down to timing. Interesting. So the divine feminine is saying it all comes down to timing, knowing that there's timing involved. Yes, I'm kind of, yes, working on themselves. Oh, that makes sense, right? Because the divine masculine is saying they're stuck in the third dimension. So you know, and it's not just timing though. It really is more about working on yourself and having a higher perspective and dimension. I go over that, by the way, in my course. If you're interested in learning more about that, if you're interested in learning more about what it means to get into twin flame union. I do coaching on this, and you can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com, or you can check out my Etsy shop. And otherwise, thank you so much. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.